So you want to audition for a play or musical. I've got some awesome tips for you to help you navigate the process, especially if this is your first time. Hi, I'm Emery. I was a theater teacher for over 10 years, and now I work for our local community theater, and I just have a huge passion for getting people involved and starting out on their journey in theater. So without further ado, let's jump into it. First thing you really need to do, research the production. That doesn't mean you have to go read the script for the whole play or musical that you're auditioning for, but you do need to know what you're getting into. Is it a musical that requires singing, dancing, and acting? Or is it a straight play? Is it a fully female cast? Is it a junior show and only kids can be cast? You have to find out if you can be in the show at all. So once you know what the show is all about, then we can start thinking about the actual audition itself. Now, hopefully, whoever you're auditioning for has posted some requirements. Check into what those are. Do you know if you need to prepare a song? Is there a dance call that you'll have to go to? Do you need to have a monologue ready, or are they doing cold reads? Knowing what's going to be expected of you when you step into the space is a great way to reduce anxiety and stress over auditions, because we all know auditions are terrifying. The butterflies get going and the heebie-jeebies get us all up and in our heads, but if we know what's coming, and it's not going to come out of left field when the director says, "What monologue have you prepared for us today?" So find out what the requirements are for what show you're doing. Once you know what the requirement is, step 3, practice. It will look so good if you come in well prepared. I can't tell you how many shows I've directed where somebody has walked in and they've started singing their song, or they have dropped the words in their song or their monologue or something, and then just thrown out the excuse, "Oh yeah, I just picked this morning." It doesn't look good. It looks great if you've come prepared, you've thought it out, you have a good idea of what you're doing, and you've practiced it. That's not to say you're not going to flub a line or miss a step, and that's totally expected and human. The director's not going to fault you for that. But what doesn't look good is when you wing it. So, practice, practice, practice. Find out what's expected, work toward it, and have it prepared so you aren't stressed. So, let's talk about audition etiquette. What looks good? What's going to get you cast? Well, there's many things that are so far out of your control that you can't fixate on them. What you can control is your attitude, is arriving on time, is being prepared, is wearing appropriate clothing. I once did a dance call and a girl arrived in a beautiful jean miniskirt and could not participate in the dance call, which I thought was an interesting choice to come audition for a musical and not be able to do the dance call. So you want to make sure, if you're dancing, wear clothes you can move in. If you know you're going to be singing, warm up beforehand. Whatever time your audition is, arrive early so you're not sprinting in the door, panicked and sweaty, and then needing to be in the moment and perform. I'm going to do a video later about the casting process and why you might not be picked, and it's not because of your talent. But that's the thing you can't control. You can't control if there's 30 other brunettes that look exactly like you in a space. But you can control coming in on time, being in a grounded space, wearing appropriate clothing, having water, having practiced, and being well prepared. Here's where fake it till you make it comes in. I have auditioned numerous times, and it still terrifies me. That's okay. This is a scary thing we're doing. We're being bare and raw in front of friends or strangers or a group of people. That's terrifying. That's a huge ask. So we're gonna fake it till we make it. We are going to put on a costume of confidence. We're gonna pretend we're a character. We'll start acting early. We're gonna pretend we're a character that's not terrified of this situation. We're going to pretend that we are cool, confident, and collected. What does this mean? It means grounding yourself in your audition. Okay, second you start swaying or moving and stepping your feet around, you're automatically giving a specific type of energy. Ground yourself. Project. If I'm doing my audition like this and I'm so nervous and I'm totally in my chest, oh my God, they're not gonna have A, any idea that you can project on stage, but B, that you have any sense of confidence. So be bold. Hi, I'm Emery and I'm here to audition for you. I might not feel that way. I might be just losing it inside, but my facade is one of confidence. I'm faking it till I make it, baby. That's the best thing you can do. So Confidence, groundedness, projection. I don't mean you have to shout, but you do need to engage in a way that they believe that you have control of your voice. Because in the theater, we talk about projection, which I will do another video on later, but it's something that you need to prove right off the top that you've got going for you. Listen and take direction. The director may give feedback after you read a scene or do your monologue. This isn't always because you didn't do a good job off the top. Very likely it's not. What they want to see is if that you can listen and take their direction. And it might be something wild, but what they're seeing is if you're going to push back against them or if you're going to take their direction and play with it and have fun with it and run with it. So whatever you do, take the direction. Don't come back with, oh, I didn't prepare to do it like that. Or, I don't really think this character would. They know that. What they're trying to see is what you are willing to do. Are you willing to play? Are you willing to engage? Are you willing to learn something and try something new? Those are the kind of actors that directors want to work with. So take direction and have fun with it. Listen to them, see what they're wanting, and then play. Okay, I know it's a scary space to be in, and I know we've practiced it and we've got it in our head one way, and then the second the director says, what if? We have to be able to roll with it and show them that we can. And my final tip for today's video is to stay positive and grateful. Thank them for seeing you. Thank the helper if there's someone at the door. Be kind and respectful to those auditioning with you. That energy is going to get you so far if they can tell that you are a positive energy in this space. And here's the hard part, because then we have to move on. And we get so focused and fixated on these auditions and we wait for the phone to ring and we're checking our emails all the time and we're looking at the group chat to see who's been cast. Breathe, audition, and move on, which is really simple advice for me to give and incredibly difficult advice to take. I'm still working on this, but it's so much healthier for you as a person if you don't fixate on every little mistake, every little breath you took in a different spot that you should have, every person you saw go in ahead of you or come out after you. Breathe and let it go. You did it. You auditioned for a show. That's amazing. That's incredibly brave and super awesome. So just stick with that energy, be grateful that you did it, take something away that you learned from it, and be ready to ace the next one. I hope these tips and tricks helped. My channel is all about helping actors, directors, choreographers step into creating art in local community theater, to face their fears and try something new. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please give me a subscribe and follow, and I really hope to see you next video. Bye.